Hey guys, welcome back to the biggest agricultural platform in Namibia known as Nduna Wengombe, which means headman of cattle. My name, of course, Mitchell Mutumba Simata, aka the headman of cattle. It has been tough because we are currently setting up, I'm currently, myself and my team, are setting up a farmer's day in the Zambezi region, which is the previously known as the Caprivi in the strip of the country. We're trying to set up a farmer's day, and it is a mammoth task. Let me not lie, it's a mammoth task. Thus far, it has been very difficult to convince Namibian businesses to come on board and sponsor because it's a bit far. You get business people that are busy telling you stories that they have already committed themselves to something else, and you don't want to bother people. But look, I have said that this Farmers Day, I'm putting it under the banner of Operation Tratval, which means Operation Wirefall, which means this is the start of trying to have the red line actually gone. I know I'm not going to talk about the red line, but this is one of the steps we have to take in order to eventually one day see some restrictions being lifted, the movement of animals being lifted, to allow cattle to move from Zambezi to from Zambezi to what's this side? From Zambezi to Grootfontein or from Zambezi to Hobabas and vice versa, rather than currently now having it one-sided. Because right now we have a one-sided movement of animals. We have animals moving from Grootfontein, Hobabas, the south, the west, the east of the country, and they all go up into the north. But that animals will never be allowed to return back this side. So this is Operation Tratval, one of the first steps of making the wire fall, because making the fence fall. Because I also promised on this channel that if I do 1.5, 1,500 subscribers on this channel, I'll host a Farmers Day in Katima. And so this is it. So if you're out there and you'd love to come on board and sponsor this Farmers Day that will be on the 22nd of April 2023, which is a Saturday, there's still enough time to come on board. Thus far, I've gotten two companies that are sponsoring Happy Forest. Big shout outs to them for coming on board and willing to come on board as a sponsor. Gaia Investment, they too came through. A big shout outs to them to coming on board and sponsoring not this show, but sponsoring the Farmers Day. I'm still looking to get a couple more because I want this to be a big um, Farmers Day. I want it to be a big Farmers Day, and I want it to become a mainstay, one of the biggest agricultural events in the country. And I want to put it up there in Zambezi because everything is in the central, eastern, and so forth part of Namibia. And a friend of mine was telling me, you must probably take it, you must bring it this side. And I was like, nah, I can't have it in Windhoek. Windhoek has had all different agricultural events and conferences. So it's time we go a bit out. We go out into the regions. We go to where the people need us. We go to ground zero. And the Zambezi is ground zero. It's ground zero for agriculture. It's ground zero for disease outbreaks. It's ground zero for poverty. And that's why I want to take it there. You guys can book. I will put the poster there where you guys can actually get the number and already start booking places for yourself to attend this day on a Saturday, and maybe also go see the other parts of Namibia, guys. Let's stop just being stuck in our regions. If you are from the north, you're just stuck in the north. If you're from Kavango, you're just stuck in Kavango. If you're from Kunene, you're just stuck in Kunene. Let's go out and see our country. And this is the idea behind this Farmers Day, that I have the first one in Zambezi. The next one will probably go to, I don't know, maybe Rundu or the northern or the central north or the northeast or the northwestern part. And then from there, we go all over the country. Wherever people would need us as Dune Ngombe to come through and come have Farmers Days, because we're all about traveling and seeing this beautiful country. And for people that love to invite us and host us, I'm all open for I'm all open. I'm all open to that. And for people that want to come on board to be a sponsor for this event, hit me up on my email. It's supposed to be Nduna on the email, but it's unfortunately I did it years back. So hit me up on the email mitchellsimata@yahoo.com. mitchellsimata@yahoo.com. All small letters. Hit me up on that email if you'd love to come on board and be a sponsor and have your company's logo on our poster as one of the people that is making this possible for the Nduna Ngombe Farmers Day and also for the farmers in the northern part of the country. And like I said, the invitation is open to farmers from everywhere in the country. If you want to travel up to the Zambezi region, go see the beautiful, mighty Zambezi and the Zambezi River. Go see what an actual river looks like and big, beautiful forests. this is your opportunity to travel and actually go attend this day with me and my team, and then the speakers. I got some very good speakers lined up. I got a very top goat in Brahman breeder. I've procured the state vet, the vet for the region. She's going to be there. She said that she will be there and she will be willing to attend this day. So yeah, we are slowly building. We are slowly building this thing. I'm trying to build this Nduna Ngombe brand, and I'm trying to, in just beside building, I also want to uplift people. It's about uplifting people. Like, one thing I always look at Zambezi, I look at Zambezi as a region where we have told ourselves the dream of one day having a disease-free Zambezi region is still far. It's not possible to be achieved in this lifetime. But I feel like because we've already mentally told ourselves this, we're just going to have that mindset. But we need to be willing to roll up our sleeves and put in the grind. Once we put in that grind, one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe a year from now, maybe not 2 years from now, maybe 5 years from now, we will actually have a disease-free region. And that's what we need to be working towards. So with that said, let's get into why I am shooting this video today on this Tuesday. It is infrastructure to boost your profits. When it comes to the livestock, when it comes to the marketing of livestock, such as cattle, goats, and sheep, you need an accurate scale, a creche, and other facilities. When traveling in most communal areas, I have noticed livestock handling facilities are either dilapidated or non-existent. This makes it difficult to hold auctions, and most sales thus go through livestock speculators who do not always pay market-related price. In turn, this makes it increasingly difficult for communal farmers to realize a profit. Farmers also need to remember that large market role players who would be willing to send trucks to load large quantities of livestock during marketing days need good loading ramps and associated facilities to be added to the weighing and loading of animals. So those are the things that we need to start doing. Building a crash pen, for example, also known as a manga, can be beneficial to a farmer because it means much more easier method of working his animals, easier to inject, brand, tag animals without having to wrestle and tie animals down to the ground. And having a neck clamp means that you prevent the mobility of an animal, meaning an animal stands in the crash pen without it being able to turn around and trying to jump out of the crash pen. A scale is very important for you to keep daily records of your animals. There are different scales. There's the scales for the calves, there's the scales for the big animals. The scale for the calves helps you keep daily records of how your calves are growing. And the scale for the large animals keep you in tune with letting you know how your oxen are being prepared off the field for sale or slaughter. These are some of the things that farmers do need. Beside having a crash pen and a crash pen and neck clamps, farmers also need to consider building holding pens. Holding pens such as small little holding facilities within a kraal. When you are preparing to take a number of animals to an auction, rather than allowing them to go out into the larger farm and getting lost, it's best to keep them confined to the small spaces, which makes it much more easier for moving. Also, as I mentioned, building a ramp. Ramps are very important when loading animals. This prevents unwanted injuries when animals are trying to climb into a car which is probably a bit high, or jump off trucks, risking the chances of major injuries such as broken bones and broken legs. These are some of the things farmers need to do if they want to boost their profitability on their farm, and also improving the way they do their livestock farming and handling. Gone are the days where farmers still need to do the old school wrestling of animals to the ground. And having to tie them down, as this could lead to injuries both for the farmer and the animal. This is information I got from Farmers Weekly, and also a bit of adding of my own 2 cents to the information. So, building Facilities is very important. Building crash pans, building scales, building all this infrastructure you need, and also taking care of your infrastructure. I forgot one part which said auctioning facilities. I know in some regions here in Namibia, government took its time to build auctioning kraals, auctioning facilities in various regions, various parts of the country, as to help with auctioneering opportunities that do happen. But um, I know maybe because the communities do not really know how to put them to use, or they've tried and they've messed up, or there has been internal politics. This infrastructures the government have built sometimes are left dilapidated and are left to break, and nobody really maintains and take care of them. But communities must realize that these things being built are for the benefit of the community. This is why even I myself, as I speak, I tried, and I'm still trying to procure one of the auctioning pens in Zambezi and take it over and put it under my management. Because at least procuring that and putting it under my management would mean that it's well taken care of, it's always ready to be utilized. Or even in talks with my family, some of my uncles, that we build our own. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you for watching, and do support our farmers. They do send the emails and do come through and come and enjoy this day with me and the various speakers that I will have out there in the Zambezi region. And come enjoy the Zambezi region. Come eat some Zambezi brim and pap in Zambezi region. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say bye for now.